One, two, one, two, three, four. Hey, hey there, folks. It's Jimmy Stewart here, hoping this is finding you all doing well. Hey, you haven't seen me for a while, right? Have you missed me? Been a few interesting weeks since I've been last on the channel here, and hopefully you guys have missed me a little bit. Lots of things going on, of which I am truly not prepared to get into at this point. But we will at some point in time. Anyway, today the leaves have been falling left and right. My sincere condolences to everybody for the last couple of weeks, obviously from Florida all the way up to North Carolina with all the weather things that have been going on. Hopefully everybody's safe, everybody's taking care of themselves. Crazy stuff. But here on the farm, in my case, it's nothing but leaves, and I've been doing a lot of that cleaning up, and of course, lots of other things going on, which I will get into eventually, just not today. Today is Nostalgia Thursday. I think it's Thursday, isn't it? Could be. And because of Nostalgia Thursday, I was thinking yesterday, one of the first guitars, in fact, it was one of the things that really 5 or so years ago, I wanted to start the channel about. And here's the story of this guy right here. I initially read around, I think it was April of 2019. Yeah, right after the winter of 2018, 2019, I was looking to replace, not replace, but upgrade. I have a 54 Les Paul Jr. that I stopped taking out for a number of years because everybody was trying to steal it. So that went into a case. I kept it here in the studio, but I wanted something to kind of replace it with. So I was looking for a junior style guitar, and I saw one that they were selling from Thomann, the Harley Benton Jr. model that they had. And I saw, I think, a review online, and so I went on Thoman's website there and I ordered one. Unfortunately, when I ordered it, they weren't in stock. So I remember Thoman telling me, you know, should be a couple of weeks. As soon as we get it, we'll send it right off to you. And I said, okay, fine. So I ordered the guitar. And at that same time, I ordered my travel mahogany, a small parlor style, 3/4 style acoustic from Thoman that I've done a review on here on the channel for those that might have seen it 5 years ago. Cool guitar. I was hoping for the Les Paul. Now, the LP Junior, again, wasn't in stock, and every couple of weeks or so, I'd go online and I'd look, and it still wasn't in stock, and it still wasn't in stock. Well, that was in April. Fast forward to June, I still had not received the guitar. So finally, I ended up canceling it. I just canceled it, and I ordered a different one that they did have in stock, and I didn't get my Junior. But at that point in time, maybe it was a precursor of things to come, because then I was in Amazon looking around, and I saw this particular guitar. Now, this is the Firefly FFLP. This came out, I believe, late of 2018. Mine's a 2018 model. It is. And I got this, I think it was in June of 2019. One of the last ones that they actually had, I think, at that point in time, because I don't remember seeing them after that. So I ordered it from Amazon. I think I paid like $118 for this guitar in June of 2019. So I was really, really happy when it came in, and I really did like it. Now this is the, again, this is their LP Junior. I haven't seen them in quite a while from Firefly. It was the first Firefly guitar that I bought, and of course since then, we all know the story. It's been another 5 years since then, and I've got plenty of Fireflies, and I've shown you many, many of those guitars here on the channel. But this was my first one, so this is why it's Nostalgia Thursday. This was the first LP, the first Firefly model guitar that I purchased, again, back in June of 2019. Now, since then, been quite a few. But why really, and you know, I get this question all the time, Jimmy, all those guitars that you got, especially the Fireflies, all of the guitars that you have, you know, what is your favorite? And I've always answered that question. I mean, that's an extremely difficult question to answer. But my answer over the years has always been the one I'm currently playing is my favorite. And that holds true for this. I go back to this every once in a while, of course, because of the nostalgia factor, but also because I'm really a fan of Juniors. Again, I have a 54 Les Paul Junior, 1954. Some of you may have seen it here on the channel. If not, take a look around the channel. I've done a couple of things with that guitar. And not being able to take it out on stage anymore, feeling comfortable about taking it out on stage. This is why I wanted to replace it. Replace it for something that I could take with me and not worry too much about it if it got left there or if somebody tried to steal it or what have you. So that's the reason I got this. And it's a cool guitar. It's as simple as they get. The LP Juniors, you know, they're not carved tops. They're flat. They're a slab of mahogany with a single P90 pickup in them, volume and tone. It just doesn't get much simpler than that, folks. These are what I always considered, you know, the rock and roll machine, you know, the blues machine. This is just something that's simple and, you know, has stood the test of time since they first started coming out with these in 1954 for the Gibson side of the house anyway. And that's why mine's kind of a sentimental value to me as well. It's the first year they were released. They were released as a, you know, like the student model, the affordable model of the Les Paul. Again, no carved tops, you know, no binding up and down the neck. Simple P90, single. This had the original wraparound bridge. I did replace it with a newer wraparound bridge, again, more for the intonation purposes. So this has got like the TOM wraparound. The original was just a wraparound like the original Gibsons were. They simply just used a simple stop bar, and they used that as a bridge. And a single P90. The only thing I've done to this guitar since I bought it, again, was this replacement here to give it a little bit better intonation, and I did raise up, I bought a P90 shim, and I raised up the P90 on here to get it a little bit closer to the strings. I think the P90 sounds better if it's closer, and these kind of sat down. So I ended up doing that. But other than that, the guitar is completely stock. Of course, I put a set of strings on it and cleaned it up a little bit as far as the fretboard goes. But that's it. I mean, I really wish Firefly at some point in time would come back with these. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, you know. This is the gold top, but it's also just a gold guitar. I mean, it's not just a gold top. It's got the gold flake all the way around it, up and down the neck. Just cool, you know. I mean, again, for the price I paid for this thing, it was, in my opinion, was a steal. So there we have it. It was Nostalgia Thursday. I wanted to go back and show you one of the first guitars, in fact, the very first Firefly that I picked up back from the summer, early summer of 2019. And much to Tom and Harley Benton's regret, I didn't get one of theirs because they simply couldn't get me one. So here it is. And that little beginning piece there, all I was doing was I was setting up a little thing here on my loop station, my RC5 loop station. That's the other. I want to remind myself I have a trio as well. I want to bring the trio back out. I'll do that in one of the upcoming videos. I'm going to bring the trio back out because that's got the bass lines I can do with it as well. This does not, but it gives me something quick that I can just sit down and do some quick looping with to give you an idea of how these guitars sound. And I use them quite often in a lot of my reviews. And this is not a review. If you guys want to look at the original review I did of this guitar, it's quite old at this point, 5 years. Take a look on the channel and take a look. But I just wanted to show you this guitar. And it still sounds great. Very nice. And of course, clean, it sounds great as well. There it is. The FFLP from the good folks at Firebird Music. My first purchase from Firefly Guitars. Okay? Hey folks, with all the storms going on and all the stuff going on recently, I do appreciate you guys stopping into the channel. I understand if you can't. I understand a lot of the situation going on all the way up the East Coast currently. Stay safe if you possibly can, okay? Thank you so much for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time here, or if you still just haven't subscribed yet, come on over to the good side. We would love to have you on board, folks, as we continue into coming up to 2025. Oh my God. All right, so lots of things coming up, some explanations coming up as well. I've got to make some decisions here in the studio. Still thinking about that. Maybe you guys will help me out. I'll put some comments in a future video as to what my plans might look like, and maybe you guys can help out with that. Anyway, we'll get to that soon, okay? Hey, until next time, it's Jimmy Stewart saying so long. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Try to stay healthy. Be kind to each other. And we'll talk to you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now. Yeah, let me loop you out.